Hello and welcome to this movie. Today we're going to discuss how to convert a DFA into a minimized DFA. As we can look by this example, this has a lot of states, and in reality it has too many states. It doesn't need to have. So we're going to convert this into a minimized DFA, which we are going to use the table filling algorithm to find the same states, and then we're going to convert it. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so let's get started. We have cheated a little simply because we have created this table. So what is this table? Well, when you minimize the DFA, you need to compare every state to each other. This means we're going to look at Q2 and Q1, Q3 and Q1, and every state we're going to look and compare. When you do this table, you start from the second lowest to the highest, like this, and then from the lowest to the second highest. This is one of the ways of doing it. You just simply need a table where I can compare every state. And if you did 1 to 6 and 1 to 6, and we didn't have this, you would fill the same states twice. So if you had like Q3 and Q4, you would sign it here, but also here. And that would be the same waste of time. So simply just a simple method of avoiding that. Well, let's start by converting it. First of all, the simple rule is that if one is accepting state and another is not, they are different. So we know that if we look at Q1, Q6 is not accepting, so Q1 and Q6 is different. Q1 and Q5, we don't know that. Q5 is accepting, Q4 is not accepting, and there's those. So, yeah, for sure. So Q2. Then we know that it is not, if we look at Q5 and Q2, we know that they are different because Q5 is accepting, Q2 are not. If we look at Q5, we know they are different from anyone over here. We only know that, we don't know if Q1 or Q5 is different because they're both accepting. So now we've done the easy one to think. So let's start by doing some real testing. Let's do Q3 and Q2. Boom. Q3. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look at each state, and then we want to find an input string where one of them goes to an accepting and the other is not. If we can find that, they are different. So let's look at Q3, and first let's take the input string B. We get to an accepting Q5. If we go to Q2, we can use all the B's we want and get to the same. So they are different, in fact. If we look at Q4 and Q2, we're going to try every input string, but this will go in circles. Same it will over here. So they are actually the same because they will always go in circles and come to the same state. So this is the same. Let's look at Q6 and Q2. Q2 will go in circles. Same happens for Q6. This could also be written as removing this and then say A, B. That doesn't matter. Point being is they're going in circles and they are the same. Q6 and Q3. Q3 will go to Q5 on a B. Q6 won't, so they are different. Q6 and Q4 both go in circles. We know circles, circles. So they are the same. Looking at Q6 and Q5, we know that Q5 is accepting. It's not, they are different. So now we are done. Let's look at Q4 and Q3. Even though they're different, we know they're different because Q3 will always go to an accepting on the B, and Q4 will always go in circles, so they are in fact different. Q5 and Q1 are they different? Well, let's try some input strings. Let's try the B. B, B, B. Well, Q1 will go down here to an accepting and go in circles. This one will take a B and go in circles, so B is going to be the same. Look at A. A will go here. Same with A will here. So, and A will also lead to an accepting. AA will for both parts be down here. AB will go to accepting. AB will go to accepting. And you can continue doing this, and then you'll figure out they are actually the same. So Q1 and Q5 is the same. So what are we gonna do now? Well, we're going to remove this DFA. This is no good. It is not minimized. Now realize we got 3 states in our new minimized DFA. First of all, we got the executing state, which is Q1, Q5. We got Q2, which is equal to Q6, which is equal to Q4. So we got Q2, 4, and 6. State not accepting, accepting by the way. And we got Q3, which is not equal to any other state. So we got Q3. So now we're going to set some strings, and then we could do the substitutions. For instance, we remember that those went to itself A, B, and such. So you can convert a minimized DFA using this table filling algorithm, and then you got the new DFA, which is minimized. So that's the method of doing that. So thank you for listening and have a good day.